God's name is going on in here?
Episode 75, dude. Back at headquarters with without tin cans.
No tin cans.
This time.
No
Not this
tin
week.
cans.
Not this week. This week.
No.
Nah, we
Dixie
appreciate.
cup and string.
Nah, man, I appreciate Angel trying to come through the clutch and try to make it work with the microphone so we can make it a quick turnaround for last week. Last week was a good turnaround. Be a quick hitter. Last week's was a little 25-minute ones. It's good though.
Hey, you know somebody that can work on a little 70s like cartoon for us?
We can. Yeah, we can get that done.
I think that'd be cool. I was just thinking about that like last week. It'd be cool if somebody could draw like a little cartoons of me and you.
Yeah.
And the 70s style.
Yeah, that old like the way what's it called, like Fat Albert and them used to.
Yeah,
I used to love the Fat Albert. That
like
art.
that.
I used to love that art. Style,
that art.
Man. I used to love that, man. I used to watch that show, man.
Sure, AI can do it.
AI for sure, man. Fucking ChatGPT. But that was a good show, man. I remember I always go back to my fucking clothing that I used to wear and shit. I remember Fubu did a line of Fat Albert shit.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
They had a shirt, and on the side there's a big ass Fat Albert like that on the side over here.
Oh, Mush Mouth.
My favorite show, man.
You know who my favorite character was in that show?
Which one?
Rudy.
Which one was that one?
Rudy was the one that had the flat head with the little.
He was like squished with the hat. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Mush Mouth was cool, man. He was cool.
Rudy, dude.
Rudy was a shit.
I've met people that look like Rudy for
Oh
real.
yeah, dude. I imagine. I mean, it's that used to be one of my favorite cartoons watching, man, growing up. And like I said, the intro was great,
What year did that come out anyway?
70. It has to be 70 something, dude. Like late or mid 70 something. I said.
It was the 70s though.
I just probably 75. Shit, we might episode 75 with
72.
72. Okay, that's a
man.
Bill Cosby, man, was man, he was a talented guy, man. I loved his comedy, man. It just, I know he ran into some issues recently, as of in the past 10 years.
Why did it take so long for them to catch up to Bill Cosby?
They needed money, man. They needed God. They always say that
He did. Like you said, Fat Albert.
He did.
What is it? Picture pages.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember Picture Page. Yeah. And
he did that.
I used to love his stand up. Like I said, the one class they had where, the reason why I liked his comedy because it was, it was back then it was dad jokes before dad jokes. Like he had the dad vibe to him, and I liked it because he did his stand up he did it from sitting down. He sat down. He sat in a chair and he did it. Stand up from sitting down.
It took so long for them to catch up to him.
Yeah.
He did pudding. He did.
Oh yeah.
He was
Coke.
Yeah, dude.
Coke.
He did everything.
He was big, man. He was a huge guy.
Shit. He's damn near in his. I don't know how old he is now,
80s,
but
I think he's like
yeah, dude.
80
But it
something.
took that long for them to actually come up with something.
They got him. And they caught up to him, man.
Oh god.
It happens, man. I mean, they get the best of them, dude. I'm just like I said, like that. There's always that funny joke going around. Hugh Hefner got out just in time, man. Hugh Hefner just bounced out just in time. He didn't get caught up in all that mix. Hugh was in. I'm sure he was in all kinds of trouble. I'm sure there's all kinds of stories about that guy. But it's what it is.
70s.
It's the 70s. 70s is good.
It was a different time.
Different time, hairy. Live free, just do what you want, man. It was good, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the 70s. Well, I remember looking back on the 70s. I was growing up, but looking back, it looked extremely interesting. I missed out. I wanted to ask you, I was just listening to a bunch of shit, let's talk radio and all a bunch of shit, and then this topic came up. It was a pretty good topic, man. They were asking like, what rock star died early, but would they be relevant now? Kind of like the one they talked about was Kurt Cobain. He wouldn't be relevant now. Like he wouldn't be entertaining now. Like he wouldn't be. I don't think he would sell any albums now. I don't think he'd be good.
I would say Freddie Mercury.
You don't think he'd be good now? He's a legend. You don't think he'd be good now? Like
because I think that was his period of time.
I don't know, dude. He had a timeless voice, man. I think his voice was timeless. He could have done just about anything, man.
So Mick Jagger, let's say Mick Jagger. Like Mick Jagger's like everybody wants to hear the old hits. You see what I'm saying?
True. They don't want to hear new shit.
They don't want to hear new shit from old people.
Yeah, they don't want to hear the new shit from the old people. Yeah.
Elton John.
Yeah, you want to hear Benny the Jets. And
you want to hear the old shit. You don't want to hear new shit.
And shit. Yeah. I always thought like Janis Joplin. I think she'd be trash. I don't think she'd be good. I think she'd be in this era. She'd be terrible because I thought she was terrible then. What's his name? The Doors.
Jim Morrison.
I don't think he'd be good now. I don't think he would have made.
That's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
left their mark and their staple at a certain period of time. That goes back to hip hop. You know, like, dude,
Like Biggie. I don't know.
Yeah, Biggie.
He might not have been
Pac.
good. He might not have been good now.
No,
That's true. That's true. But I didn't think. I don't know. I thought Freddie was timeless, man. I thought he could have made it. I thought he could be making shit now, like, because he was in, like, he did all kinds of shit. He did operatic kind of shit. He did.
Who is doing shit now that was back then?
That's a good question, man. Like you said, Rolling Stones, but nobody wants to hear the new shit. But they don't really make new shit, do they? No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They just want to see Mac Jagger.
Yeah, fucking chicken foot around, or
Chicken
fucking
foot,
rooster around, or fucking
duck
cock it
lips.
up.
Yeah,
Cock
dude,
it up on
that's what they
stage,
wanna
man.
see, bro.
Cocking it up, man. Yeah, man, I know. It was just a good question. I heard those guys talking about that shit. I was like,
What'd they say?
a lot of them were saying, well, one guy was being funny. He said Elvis, you know, because the guy show that they were on, he loves Elvis. So he's like, you know, don't insult Elvis, that he could still make music now. I said,
Did you hear that
could be-
Elvis AI?
no, I haven't heard it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Elvis AI.
Is it?
It was Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh shit, Jesus! I know that they did one with Freddie Mercury. He did. I forget what song he did, and it sounded pretty badass, man. Oh, he did one of those songs from that guy. What's that? Louis Capaldi. He did one. They made him doing hit. You know, they AI'd him doing one of those songs. It was pretty badass.
It was Big Butts, and I cannot lie.
And that's what they had.
Elvis
singing.
Presley.
Talking about big butts, man. And then, and I'm sure you heard about it. I mean, it's been going through the news a long time. It's about a couple weeks old now. The Queen's Fat Bottom Girls got canceled. They took it off. It was on one of their greatest hits list on their music on Spotify. You know how Spotify, when you pick Queen, it has their greatest hits, and Big Fat Bottom Girls was taken out because it was offensive and, you know, it wasn't friendly to kids and shit. So they took it out of the list, of the greatest hits list. I mean, Fat Bottom Girls, man, again, it's the thing where he made timeless songs, man. Like, you won't forget it, like that, Bicycle, all those songs he made like that. They're just timeless songs that you'll still listen to, you know. I think, it's a shame. It's just a fucking shame, man, that they canceled my man Freddie. He's under the ground. They're canceling Freddie, man.
But you okay? Think about it, dude. You can't cancel Freddie. Freddie was part of the community.
Yeah, how can you cancel? Yeah,
how can you cancel Freddie?
Yeah, you can't. And that's what I said too. I was like, how can you do that to him? You know, and he was ethnic too. He was.
He was Middle Eastern, right?
No, what was he? Oh my goodness.
Was he Indian?
No. Moroccan. Something like that. I can't remember if he's Moroccan or.
But yeah, dude, he was a different nationality.
Yeah, he wasn't a white cat.
He was part of the community.
Yeah.
He was like, he
had all kinds of stripes, man. He was a fucking sergeant, man. You couldn't fuck with him, but they fucked with him, man. Oh, British Indian. Okay, British Indian.
Oh,
okay,
man.
I wasn't sure. I know he was from, but anyway, that's what they were saying. They said, but I agreed with most of. I agreed with most of what they were saying because, like I said, Janis Joplin. I didn't get that. I don't know. Did you dig her? I didn't get it. I didn't dig it. I didn't dig it. I'm trying to think who else they would talk about. Kurt Cobain is one of them. They said that they wouldn't be popular now. And I kind of agreed with that one too, because like I said, I never got Nirvana. I respected that they were groundbreaking at the time, dude, but I didn't get it. I didn't get Nirvana.
Okay, so
I didn't get it.
I'm a big Chili Peppers fan.
Oh, me too.
I'm a big Chili Peppers fan. I listened to the recent album.
There's a new one?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They put out a new album.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. And that's on me because I just don't.
Nope.
It doesn't feel the same.
Nope.
It doesn't feel the same.
It doesn't. And that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, like, it doesn't feel you're right. If they passed away, we're gonna kill Anthony Kiedis.
Oh God,
we killed him already. We killed fucking Flea and everybody. No, what I'm saying, you're right. I think you're right. We're going to hear the classics. You want to hear fucking
Under the Bridge.
You want
Give It Away Now.
Suck My Kiss. You know,
yeah, dude.
You want to hear those. You don't want to hear whatever
Danny
they put
California.
Yeah,
that was good. You know,
California Cage. All that good shit, man. They had tons of hits, dude. I'm just saying, it's just you're. I think you're right. You could be right about the Mercury thing. I don't know if he'd fit in with the, you know, what the genre of the musics there are now. I don't know if he would fit. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, I did Chili Peppers. You say that? Yeah, it took me right back to being a kid. Real quick, Chili Peppers. I grew up in Austin, and dude, those son of bitches played basically every night down in downtown Austin, man. When I grew up in Austin, and they were always playing in Austin, man. They were always at what's it called? Town Lake Shore. Town Lake. They used to have like free concerts and shit. They were always down there playing. They were always down playing at clubs. I was a kid growing up. I was in elementary, and I used to always hear Chili Peppers, on the radio. Chili Peppers are playing at this club tonight, or playing at Emo's tonight, or playing here tonight. It's just like,
dude, is Emo's even still around down there?
I think so. I think if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure Tessa go attest to this, and she'll put us in our place about this. But I think Emo's is still a thing in Austin. I think it's still a place, and I'm sure she'll reply to us on that one. But yeah, dude, when I was a kid growing up listening to the radio, because I put the radio on going to bed at night as a kid, and you would always hear them, Chili Peppers playing here tonight at so-and-so, or tomorrow night they're going to be in Friday this weekend, they're going to be. But it was cool to see them, you always like, what the hell are these guys? I always heard about them and Oingo Boingo in Austin growing up. It's like, who the hell are these bands, dude? But as I got older, I got into those music, got into that music as I got into like my teens, and I was like, holy shit, I missed out on seeing this stuff. Because now they don't fucking get near Austin. I mean, as I grew up, they made it big, so they would never come to Austin.
When did you leave that place anyway, if you don't mind me asking?
Austin, 2000, I think 99. No, 99. 99 or right at 2000 or 99 is when I left Austin.
Do you think that's when it started to change?
Yeah. It was hitting a different speed there. It was going a little different. It was changing a lot, man. And it's a shame. I still love it, and I like going there for comedy shows or a concert or something like that. But I could never see myself living there again,
dude. Because I just remember like Austin just being like, it was a small big city, right?
Yeah.
And we used to go to this place. I just feel like 6th Street is not what it used to be. We used to go to this one place called the Jackalope.
Oh yeah, it changed big time, right?
Yeah, dude. It used to be like, you used to go in there, you used to hear some metal, some rockabilly, psychobilly, some good music in there. And me and my buddy, we went down there for a car show, for a hot rod show, and we're like, you know what, dude, let's go to Jackalopes, man. Let's go, because that was a cool spot to go.
Yeah,
we went in there, straight up hip hop.
Ah, dude, they switched it up on you, man.
I feel like the whole 6th Street is hip hop.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you about that. There was something that you trigger me. You trigger me a lot with a lot of thoughts in there, which is a good thing. On TikTok, they have a TikTok page strictly devoted to fighting on 6th Street, like the fighting on the clubs. Like it shows them, like that's all it is. All the TikTok channels just shows fights and shit that happen. People coming out of the club, people driving up and down on 6th Street and shit. Dude, it's a trip, man. It's not what it was, man. Like I said, when I was a kid growing up in high school, man, we used to go down to 6th Street with my buddies, and we used to sneak into the clubs and shit, and it was just a good time, man. It's just like it was just a good wholesome time.
Was it as crowded as it is now?
No, it wasn't that. But it was more chill. Like I said, it was like a little small town, but it had that vibe to it, that big city vibe to it. But it was a small town because there wasn't that many people. The downtown, you could,
I get it's a college town.
Sure, yeah, but it just had that big town feel, but it was it was down home. It still had that down home feel to it, but now it does. Now it's a big city, man. It's huge, man. It's California.
Is it true that Kanye owned or lived in the Owl Building?
Really? I didn't know that.
Did you never knew about that?
I didn't know.
Like, you know what building I'm talking about, right?
The owl? Which one?
It looks like an owl. Like if you're like driving into the city, and there's this one building that looks like it has like owl eyes.
Oh, is it like that triangle top to it?
Yeah, it has like a triangle top with 2 round. Like, didn't Kanye own an apartment at that place?
Did he live there?
I think so.
Yeah. No shit. I didn't know that, dude. I had no clue.
Like, because I think because everybody's venturing over there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think he owned like an apartment up top.
Oh, dude, no shit. I remember that. I know that building now. Now that you're talking about the triangle top, yeah, I got you. I didn't know that. I'm looking now. You got me something to deep dive into, man, because I didn't know about that, man.
It was it's a cool town, but like you said, you wouldn't live there again.
No, I wouldn't live there. Like I said, I love it, and I said it's cool. It's got a lot of history to it, man. I still yet to take Jennifer to see the bats come out the bridge, the Congress Bridge. We still haven't done that.
Yeah, the Bat
cool.
Bridge.
I think it's Congress, and yeah, dude, it just
see. But when we used to go, like South Congress was just, it was like nobody was on South Congress.
Now
you have like
shit.
freaking Lululemon on South Congress. You have, you have all this shit on South Congress, dude. And I'm like, it's not the same. It's
when I was there towards the end, when Austin's Speed Shop, it was like a rugged little area, and now it's got like skyscrapers all around it. It's got the 3-story houses and homes and shit around it. So it changed, man. It's a different town, man. But like I said, I'll go down there for a show, like a comedy show or a concert or some shit like that. But we won't stay just for the day, in and out kind of thing.
It's tough to get in and out.
It's expensive too, man. But I like it. It's a good town, man. It's cool. I respect it. It's my hometown, kind of. But my boys still out there, my buddies still out there. My high school friends live out there and shit. So it's I go back there once in a while and chit chat with those guys. But let's see what else, man. Watching some new shit, man, and watching this podcast, man. It came across my thing because it had Jason Bateman and Sean Hayes and what's his name? Will Arnett. And it's those 3 guys called Smartless. And dude, I'm
a fan of Jason Bateman though.
So dude, he's hilarious, man. Like it's a podcast. So what it is, they have their podcast. It's on streaming. But then what they did recently, they did a tour. They did a small tour. And the thing I was watching on HBO is like behind the scenes, them going on tour, and they go on stage with what it is. It's 3 of the guys, right? And then one of them every night, one of them brings a guest on, and the other 2 guys don't know who it is. It's really cool, man.
Didn't Letterman do something like that?
Letterman did their show.
Letterman, he did?
He did their show, yeah. Letterman did it. Oh, damn, what was his name? Letterman. Kevin Hart did it. Oh, geez.
So it's kind of like a round table.
Yeah, it's round, but it's cool because it's just them bullshitting, talking about their day, talking about, because it is crazy because they're older now, so how they're eating right or, all this bullshit. It's just really, really, really fun. They have fucking great chemistry, dude. They have amazing chemistry, man. Sean Hayes is what I like him. I'm drawn to him the most because, like I said, I was a big fan watching Will and Grace, and I used to love that show, man. I thought that shit was hilarious, man. The writing was funny and shit. It was just, I enjoyed Will and Grace. So
Will and Grace was ahead of its time.
It was good, man. It was really, really good. I liked, what's her name? I always forget her name. The redhead girl. Jesus. I forget her name. Anyway, girl Grace. She was always hilarious. I always thought she was always a character. She, like I said, she was always on. And then oh god damn, what's her name? She was always drunk. Goodness, I can't remember. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on everything today, man. Terrible. But anyway, podcast is called Smartless. It's fucking cool, man. It's cool. Check it out. It's on HBO Max or Max, and it's good fun. Like I said, they got good chemistry, dude. Those guys are funny as shit, dude. I like them a lot. What else, man?
Talk about Karen Walker.
Yeah, Karen Walker. Karen, she's always drunk. She was always the drunk character, but she was an attractive chick, attractive lady, and it's just I always found her really funny and shit. But
I'm watching House of Fury right now.
Okay, what is that? Was it like
Tyson Fury?
Oh, Tyson. Oh, I came across that. Yeah, I haven't watched. It's on my list.
Dude,
it's on my list.
I'm on episode 5.
It's on my list, man.
And like, I don't know, man. I watch that and it's like, it's kind of close to home.
Yeah?
Like when I say close to home, it's just, I totally get Tyson Fury. Totally get Tyson Fury.
I know that the beef was not beef, but the thing with him was because he was not what a champion should look like. He's not really in shape. Like
he's a heavyweight.
Yeah, but they say he didn't have like, because you look at a heavyweight, you look at what's his name, Lennox Lewis, guys like that.
Yeah,
that are chiseled out, and he's a heavy, he's just a heavier looking guy.
Shit, obviously he can get the job done.
That's what I'm
right?
saying. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think if you can kick some ass, I don't care what you look like. But I'm just saying, I know he got a lot of shit for that because he didn't look like your typical specimen. that you should look.
Like I watched that. I'm watching that series, and like I can. Let's put it this way, I can relate to Tyson Fury.
Okay. I need to watch it then. I need to check that out.
Not in like a money coin type of way either.
Yeah, but just for the family aspect
like
of it.
And personal aspect of it. Like, and I just clicked on it because I'm a boxing fan. We've talked about this.
Sure.
I'm a big boxing fan. I know like the Alvarez fight's coming up at the end of September. Gonna watch that. Gotta watch that. But yeah, man.
No, I need to. I'll check it out, dude. Because it came across my and I think I saved it to my favorites things. But that made me think of damn it, what was I gonna go with that? But there was also something else on damn it, there was gonna be something else. I'll talk about that. Jeez, I lost it. I'm losing it today, man.
I hate when freaking Netflix doesn't load.
Oh, that's all the time for me at the house, man. That shit never works for me, dude.
So if anybody knows why Netflix doesn't load, can you let us know, please?
We'll figure it out.
We need to figure it out.
We need to talk to Elon, man. If he hooked up, if he fixed up Johnny, he's gonna fix us up, man. The other thing I was gonna tell you, man, was Hard Knocks, man. Hard Knocks. No. Before that, I was gonna tell you. Damn it! What was I gonna tell you about, man? It's gonna be an episode I was gonna tell you about. The Florida team, the Florida Gators. Yeah, dude, that was a good series, man. You gotta check that out with Tim Tebow and all them guys, and it was just really good, man. It was really.
Tim Tebow wasn't he religious?
Yeah, and that's why he got a lot of shit for that, man, for being like when he would get on
very
his
big
knee.
Christian.
Yeah, big time, dude. And he got a lot of shit for not kneeling, but kneeling. Anytime he would score or something like that, he kneel on one knee, and he got all kinds of shit for being Christian.
Religious.
Yeah, religious Christian. Oh, dude, that's what I was gonna tell you. I kept missing. I knew I was losing something that I was gonna tell you about, man. You gotta watch. You gotta listen to it or watch it. Either way. Hogan did a new interview
on Rogan.
Yeah, dude. It was
good
man,
as shit, dude. Oh man,
it was great, man.
No, he's trying. I know what he's trying to do.
What's he doing? Man?
I know what he's trying to do.
Dude.
Have you ever heard of you live long enough to see yourself become the villain?
Yeah,
you've heard that term, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's trying to
clean up his act.
He's trying to clean up his act, bro. That's what he's doing.
Because when I was sold, dude. He sold me, man. I was I'm bullshitting. No. But he was just like, yeah, man. I think after his second marriage or some shit like that, he goes, I turned to, and nothing wrong with teach his own. I mean, whatever teach his own.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He said he was living dirty and shit, and he's like, well, I'm gonna turn my and got into God and shit. And that's nothing wrong with that, man. Like I said. If you dig religion and
he got mad heat and now he's trying to
back up.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It was interesting, but it was what it was. It was interesting to hear his because like I said, I followed him as a kid, but not as closely. I know you know more his story than I do. You're more of a closely into it than I am.
I am a real American.
Dude, that was the shit, dude. That was the best song ever, dude.
No, bro.
So
we're 80s kids,
yeah.
We know.
So he said with wrestling and stuff, it was he got it right away. Like when he got in there, he got it that you have to. How people always say read the room. He goes, when I was in the ring and I was wrestling, I could read the room and I knew what they wanted. I knew they wanted to do this, this, in a match with the other person. He's like, I knew what they wanted to hear, see or whatever the case was. He goes,
you know who wasn't hearing that shit?
Who's that?
Piper.
Yeah, that's what you talked about. He said, yeah, he wasn't too fond of that guy there, man. But it was just, it was cool.
I don't want to hear your shit.
Yeah, dude. He had to. He said the instincts had to be there. You just had to have everything, man. It was just.
No, but if you do the Hogan we grew up with, the say your prayers, eat your vitamins. Yeah. That Hogan that the WWF fed us.
Yeah.
If you go me, I know that's my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch Hogan wrestling in Japan, because he did wrestle in Japan.
Yep. Talk about that.
That motherfucker he can go.
That's what he was saying.
He can work.
That's what he said. He said, I could go, man. Like he goes, because they said that, because that's what they were asking him. They were asking him. So I noticed that when you did, he goes, even when he was talking about it, he's like, when I did the Japan, there was none of the ears, he did none of that bullshit. None of the bullshit. None of that. You got after it and you got down and dirty.
They call it hard style over there.
Okay. He goes, and that's what they were asking. Well, people like that style over there? He goes, yeah, they loved it. They loved watching us do these moves and back and forth and things. He goes, they didn't want to see all the bullshit that we see here. All the glamour part. They wanted to see.
I had this conversation with another buddy of mine, man. The Japanese, that's serious.
Traditional,
yes,
yeah,
very serious. Like here we get into it, we're all into it, dude. That's how we read the room. That's how we feel the crowd.
Yeah.
I love that shit. That gives me energy.
Yeah.
Right to go.
Yeah.
Nah, in Japan, No, you get that, and you just get that.
You ain't getting shit, huh?
That's it.
Yeah, that's
nothing.
That's
it's
nuts,
quiet, dude. And I'm like, oh, how do you know if you're doing your job?
Yeah, if you turn them on, if you're getting them all riled up, man.
No, man, like totally different culture.
He was saying, he goes, nowadays, he goes, and I guess I don't know if he was bad mouthing. I'm repeating what he was saying. He was like, now the mats and the rings are really softened up and shit. He goes, because he goes, back in the day when him and Andre were doing it night in and night out, he goes, Andre would look at him and tell him, hey, whatever you do, don't go down, man, because this shit's like concrete. He goes, this ring is like concrete. He goes, don't go down on this one. Like, try to stay on your feet. Let's do this one on our feet. He goes, because I don't want to get up.
Dude, I've wrestled in some. Every ring's different. Let's put it that way. And there's certain spots in the ring that, like Hogan said, do not
concrete.
Yeah, like if you bump there, whoo, it's gonna hurt. Like I swear to God, almost tore my knee all out of shit because we were wrestling in it was some little hole in the wall Mexican place. Nice. And that's another culture that takes wrestling really, really serious. And
that's around,
dude. They the air horns.
Yeah.
The air horns, they got these rattles that make all kinds of crazy racket noise, and like, dude,
they're right. At least they're into the shit. They're
yeah,
not
but that's what I'm saying.
At least they're into the damn thing,
And the different rings. What I'm getting at is there's canvas, there's canvas mat, there's like tarp mat, like it's slippery as all hell.
Yeah.
I was wrestling this one cat that, had a bunch of shit in his hair that got on the mat, and I slipped.
Oh shit.
And I thought I tore my freaking ankle up. I was pissed, dude. But yeah, dude,
he was getting into that. He got into the ring, saying how they were nice now. Like now you can, it's more. I guess technology is better now. I guess that's what he was trying to say.
No.
And then he said back in his prime, dude. The thing I was throwing him off, they asked him, in your prime, how many days did you wrestle out the year? He goes, I wrestled at least 300 days out the year, man. Just flying, going to the next city, doing this, working. He goes, and the thing about it, working 300 days is one thing. He goes, but then also, he goes, they had us doing like 2 a days. Like I do a show in the daytime, and they do it a night one, and then they do it or in the midday, and then they do like 3 times in a day.
Double booked.
Yeah, he goes, and that's
I've been there, I've done that.
And he was just like, dude, that's how he's ran his body ragged, man. Like he's just doing.
That goes back to football. Like, those guys have off seasons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Baseball players, off season.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's the off season? Isn't it is it 4 months?
For the football,
5 months?
Football is like about 5 or 6 months, and then baseball's not much. They it's like from fucking. It starts off.
Yeah, I get it. You go and train.
Yeah.
You go and train.
Yeah.
But at the same time, your wrestler is around the clock. You leave the city, like you said, go to the next city, wrestle there. I got to go back over to this city, get in your car, find a gym, maybe if you get there in time, work out, and then go to the arena, do this. Yeah. And Hogan was saying he did it,
300 days of the year? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other thing he was saying was...
that's for the
the big cash, man.
That's
big money.
Big money, and
I forgot who he said he was. That when he would wrestle with them, when they did the early show. I forgot what he said. Sometimes we do the early show, and he goes, McMahon would make this. I forgot who the wrestler was. He would make him work hard, make Hogan work his ass off a little harder in that early one, just for shits and giggles. That's what because Hogan's like, hey man, you better take it easy, man. He's like, no, fucking. He told me to get after you, man. McMahon said get after you, man. Like. Make you work hard you earn it.
You guys know I come in here, I wrestle on Saturday, and I come in here on Sunday to record, and and your boy is stiff. Like, I'm broken, body hurts. Like, that's where that's for the alcohol, that's for the party favors, that's for all that comes in, dude, because you need to be numb.
Yeah, that's what he was saying, that he got hooked on a lot of shit, coming up. Got into a lot of stuff. He also got into toward the end, not the end of the career, but later. What was that shit? What's the one that's killing him? The fentanyl shit.
Fentanyl.
He got into something like that, and he goes, I hated the way it made me feel, man. It made me feel like I was not there, and I was just like, not me and shit. He goes, so I had to get off that shit, man. But
that shit's scary, dude.
hell yeah, he said I didn't. He goes, I couldn't even remember my dog's names and shit. Like he's like, I had to get off of it because I couldn't even know who they were, man. Like, but I was like, literally not just because I had a slip of the mind or something, but I literally couldn't remember who the hell they were, the dogs' names and shit, because I was just the drugs they had him on for the pain was that fucked up, man.
It's just it's a tough business.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, it was interesting the things, and he talked about, you know, they asked him about like, was that whole thing you? He goes, yeah, for the most part, most of it was me. He goes, the ear calling, like I forgot, Austin Idol was the one he stole the ear thing from. He said,
you know, Austin Idol is he's still around, and he's a manager now.
Oh really?
Yeah, for NWA.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know who Billy Corgan is, don't you?
Yeah,
the Smash Pumpkins.
Yeah. Terrible band.
Yeah, but he's the owner of NWA.
That's cool shit.
And, you know, National Wrestling Alliance.
That's smart to put your money into something like that where it could, you know, it can grow and shit. You know,
and he's not just like he's a fan.
That's good though.
Big fan of wrestling.
I didn't know.
But that's who Austin Idol works for right now.
Okay. Excuse me, but that's what he said. He stole the ear because he said that all he did was that. He goes, but when I went, like, you know, I did the whole thing and it got a bigger. I made it a bigger arousal. You know, people got aroused.
We call it a pop.
Yeah, okay.
Big pop.
He was doing that thing, so I kept running with it. And he goes, it just became a thing. And he goes, and also the other thing he ripped off from Dusty. One thing he ripped off from Dusty Rhodes was the thing when he's like getting choked out and the arm thing. And the third time, he goes crazy on the thing. You know,
get that adrenaline back, bro.
Yeah. Dusty Rhodes. He stole that from Dusty.
He
stole that from Dusty.
Get that adrenaline
back.
back.
Yeah, man. So he stole that one?
Okay, so growing up, we had, you know, you had your Hogan, you had your Macho Man, which was one of my favorites. Macho was I love Macho Man. You had Rowdy.
Oh yeah, classic.
And like, dude, like it just characters.
Yeah.
The character play.
Yeah. It's it was funny. He was telling a story about how he got into Rocky 3. He goes and I forgot how he said how the story went, but he said Stallone saw him somewhere, and Stallone asked him, "Hey man, I want you to be in my movie, man. I got a movie coming up. I want you to be in it." He's like, "All right, well, you know, I guess I'll do it." You know, he goes,
I don't think Vince liked that though.
No, he wasn't a fan of it.
No.
He goes, but he told Rocky, Stallone told him, "I'll give you $10,000 for it." Well, and you know, Hogan thought he was savvy and shit. He goes, "Well, give me 15," and then Stallone goes, "I'll give you 12." He goes, "All right, fuck it, I'll take 12." He goes, "I would have took 10." He goes, "But I'll take 12 grand." So he gave him 12 grand to do that the Thunder Lips role. Yeah, Thunder Lips.
But I said McMahon, he probably wasn't a fan of that because that took him off of the road.
Yeah, exactly. And take him off the
takes him off of the card.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey, I want to go see Hogan. Well, he's not here right now.
He's not here,
dude.
But and then the brother and all that stuff. That's all his shit. That was his thing. And then the tearing of the shirt kind of came. He goes, it just kind of came naturally. It was in a tag team match. He goes, I hated doing tag team matches. He goes, I couldn't stand that shit. He goes, but I was in a tag team match with these two guys. They were, you know, getting on me. And he goes, and they ripped my shirt off. And when they ripped my shirt off this way, people started freaking out. He goes, so I started doing it, and it became a thing with the shirt coming off. So it kind of just happened. It was just kind of a thing that just kind of at the spur of the moment kind of thing happened. But he goes, but that's all his. But other things, he lifted the other shit too, like the ear thing and the arm, the adrenaline rush, the three arm.
We call it. John Cena has something similar to that. We call it the five moves of death.
Yeah,
yeah, because you know you have your certain moves that everybody looks forward to
for sure,
which is like you said, the ears to get everybody riled up. And then the pump up, you know, here we go, we're coming back.
Yeah.
And then the leg drop.
I don't fucking leg drop.
Remember? No. Right?
Dude, right? It was a good shit, man.
And then leg drop.
And then the fucking get the big leg drop. He said that thing, that's a cool story. He was talking about his mom. Like he'd go to his mom's house and because of the leg drop thing. He'd go to his mom's house and she would measure him. You know,
he shrunk.
Yeah, dude. He goes, I went from 6 whatever to fucking 6'4".
He shrunk, dude.
He goes, because they kept what do you call it? His spine. They kept whatever they.
I need to stop doing the stunner. Yeah, because my shit hurts.
And, you know, you're gonna shorten him up, man. Get you all tightened up, man. But yeah, it was just an interesting interview, man. Like I said, because I've never heard him, you know, be candid like that. I've always seen when I see him, he's always Hogan. You never see him. You know, I always see him as the character. I never see him as it being a person, you know. So that was cool to listen to. It's a good dude. They went for like 4.5 hours or 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours. They went.
We live in a different time period because you got to remember those guys back then, man. Like we live in the age of the internet. Anything, like we were saying, you know, last episode, anything you do is instant. You know, you can find out like whatever the fuck is going on in New York or California. It's what we already know. You know, back then we didn't know. You know, that was just whatever the fuck was happening over there happened over there. Yeah. We're doing our shit over here, right? But we live in the age of the internet, and that goes for, like, sports, too. Like, you know, it's not the same. When I say that, I mean, like, fuck. They took that, like, they leave one arena, they had to stay apart. Like, you know, Rowdy and Hogan, they could not be seen
That's crazy, dude.
together anywhere.
Right.
Because they were rivals. They hated each other.
Keep the story going and shit. Yeah.
And now, like, you know what I mean? There's cameras in the back of the fucking locker room. And there's all this shit, you know.
You don't,
like,
nothing secret.
I saw them two talking to each other.
Yeah, nothing secret no more, man.
It's and I think that's where Vince dropped the line. He kind of drew the line was like, you know what? It's entertainment.
That's why he put the entertainment.
That's where the E came from. You know what I mean?
You know, the thing about it is, you know, whatever the thing is, you know, it's like Hogan was saying, you know, things are predetermined, but we still have to work this shit out. And we still have to put a show on for you. Like,
not everything goes the way it's supposed to.
No, that's what he's saying.
I'll tell you that
like,
right now.
Yeah, but he's saying it's just, but we still have to work our asses off to make it look good. You know, we have to give you something. You can't just, you know, I'm gonna lay down and call it a day. You know, we have to put this show on for you. And he goes, if the other guy, the guy that's in the ring with you doesn't know what the hell he's doing, it's gonna be a shit show, man.
Think about it, dude. Yeah. A lot goes into it.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I agree,
it's
man.
A spectacle.
It's because during the interview they had a comedian that was there, and they was a big fan of wrestling in general, big wrestling fan. He was, you know, he's just, again, to see, he goes, this is the first time I've been, you know, around Hogan. He goes, and to me, it's just blowing me away that I'm looking at a guy that I used to look up as a hero to me as a kid. He goes, so the comedian guy was like tripping out. He's just like, it's crazy. I can ask you questions. I'm talking to you, and you're like a hero of mine. He goes, it's really cool. So the guy it was a really good interview, man. It's just a good, candid interview with him. But like I said, I know he had his beefs, and he's got his things, man, with his, you know. Then he talked a lot about religion. He got into that big time. He got into that a lot, man. But
he's trying to get that cape back is what he's trying to do. But it sucks, dude.
No, I know. He's
But like we were saying, like going back to Logan Paul, dude.
Yeah.
He don't have to do that. He don't have to, you know. He probably grew up a wrestling fan.
Sure.
But he's like, the dude's a natural.
For sure.
He
looks good. I saw him. He looks great, man.
We spend years trying to get to a certain level, and this dude just comes in and is just like
killing it, huh?
Killing it, dude.
Yeah.
Him and Bad Bunny.
Oh, that guy's in there too?
Bad Bunny.
I had no clue. Yeah, I had no clue that guy was in the wrestling.
But these guys, they're putting in the work.
They respect it. Yeah. Okay. It's not just some
cash
grab.
It's not just some cash grab.
Yeah.
No, celebrity coming in. No, dude. These son of bitches are putting in work. And they don't have to, dude.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny is known worldwide doing all these tours.
Sure, rich as fuck. Dude.
Yeah, dude. But yet you want to get in that ring and put your body on the line?
Takes some nerve, man. Takes some.
Like, that's mad respect for those dudes.
Yeah, it was just, like I said, it was a great interview. And he said he was on the A team for a little bit. He was on the A team for, I think, a season.
Hogan?
Yeah, Hogan was on the A team. And he goes, he loved the show. He loved doing it. He goes, but he that show kind of killed him with like doing movies and shit like that, because he said, I didn't like it. It's the standing around. You know, if you're not in the scene, you're going to stand around for fucking 2-3 hours or all day. He goes,
but yet he did Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. I mean, he got, I forgot who gave him the money for that. Oh, damn. Oh, you know the guy that, Wolf of Wall Street, the main character, the guy they're talking about. I always forget his name. Johnny knows his name by heart. The Wolf of Wall Street guy, the one that, Jordan Belfort. So he gave Hogan money for 2 of his movies. Like, he goes, I'm gonna give you this movie and you make some movies. It was just funny how they knew each other like buddies and shit. But that's, yeah. He just didn't like. He said on that set he didn't like it because Mr. T and I think the main character, I forget what his name is. Mr. T and the main character couldn't stand each other. And he goes, I got tired of being pulled back left and right, because he goes, Mr. T would say, don't fuck that guy, don't hang out with him or don't talk to him. And the other guy, vice versa, would say the thing about Mr. T. So he's like, I had to get away from that. He goes, I didn't want to do that show anymore, so he got away from A-Team and shit.
You know, Mr. T wears a toupee mohawk.
Oh, no shit? A little sponge?
Yeah.
Like that? Like this?
Yeah. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know. I thought that was his shit. I mean, I knew he was old as shit. I mean, but I didn't know he needed a rug. It's all in the all-time.
Bro, that's his signature.
The mohawk?
Yes.
Is it? It's thin, right? I think it's kind of fat, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of looks like yeah. No, I didn't know that, man.
Mr. T, man. Mr.
Damn,
T.
he got me, man. I believed it. I thought it was real, man. I thought it was the real deal, man. He fucking what was it?
Look, that glue like this.
Yeah, but stick it on.
Put it on. Make sure it's straight. If it's
Oh,
off or crooked, then
we're in trouble, man.
We're in trouble.
He got Ralph Macchio'd me, man. I didn't know that was a rug, man. Shit, that sucks, man. Yeah, man. Just watching shit like that, man. Cause there's no shit, right?
Yeah.
The fucking sound things, the sound egg crates. What else, dude? What else did I run into, man? The only other thing that I was into that I binged real quick was and not binged. I like watching it because, like I said, I like football and shit. I'm not the biggest football fan. I'm very casual. Like I said, I'm a very casual football fan. I used to be into it hardcore when I was younger, but as you get older, you got better shit to get into. So I watch football casually, but the thing that I always loved was the Hard Knocks, the NFL Hard Knocks that comes on.
That was
HBO.
HBO or Showtime?
HBO.
Okay.
And so it's on there. It's on Max now. It's on the Max thing, the Max app or whatever. And this year they used the Jets because of Aaron Rodgers is back. And dude, I always thought Aaron Rodgers was a douche when he played for the Packers. But dude, watching him behind the scenes, dude, he's a really good guy. Like he's a nice fucking, from what you've seen or whatever. I'm just saying from what I'm seeing there, good guy. He's really helpful with because he's just there. He's gonna start and everything, but the guy that's behind him, he's kind of teaching him and kind of being a mentor to him, saying like, hey, when you take these reins next year or whatever, however long I'm gonna play, when it's your turn, do that. He's showing him the ropes and shit. Trying to be, like I said, a mentor. But yeah, dude, he's a really good guy, man. Like solid cat, man. A lot of I love the behind the scenes watching the players and shit and how they all have their little journeys. Like, some guys are trying to make the team and shit and they're going to get cut. And I think this week is the cut week or whatever. By the time you hear this, it already have happened. But just an interesting show. Like I said, I'm not I'm not a big football fan, but I love that show, man. For the behind the scenes.
Think about the turnaround and the revolving door of the NFL and the NBL.
Yeah.
Like you got to think about it, dude. Like everybody in high school wants to get to that level. That plays football or plays baseball.
Yeah.
They want to get to that level, and their parents want them to get to that level. Yeah. But not everybody gets to that level.
It's hard, dude. It's fucking hard as shit to get there, man. And you see some of these guys that have been bounced around from team to team to team, and finally they find their way at a place because they fit in and they fit into the system. So it's just weird how you
and they have to go through college too.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's a beating on the body. That's a huge ass beating that they take, man. But yeah, that show I just like it because just like I said, you get the behind the scenes. You see them with their families. You see them, how they grind and they work, and it takes a lot of work to go into that, man. Like they have to work their asses off. They work out like beasts, man, and it's not just I'm a superstar. I'm gonna show up when I want to do what I want. No, you have to put in the work. Man.
Some families, dude, they'll bet the farm on their kid
man.
to go to the NFL.
It's a gamble, man. I just
like even in like college, just to get them to college,
it's tough, man.
I'll say it. I saw a family firsthand, put all their eggs in one basket, thinking that their son was
gonna make it,
dude.
Damn.
And dude, not even close.
Whew. It's nuts, man.
Not even didn't even scratch the surface.
Jesus.
I kind of want to bring something up here in our hometown. They're building. It's called the Score Sportsplex.
Mm-hmm.
They broke ground. It's a big training facility for all students to build a future to become NFL. But they're gonna have every single sport court you can think of.
Basketball, netball, tennis,
but football and basketball are the main priority.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like Angel he just pretty much called it out.
Mm-hmm.
My kiddo, like I told you, he's in wrestling.
Yeah.
And you guys know Little Man. You guys know Caden King. Dude, he got a confidence boost. Like, for a while he was kind of down,
Sure.
down on himself.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I get it. He's transitioning into a teen.
Sure.
But, he tried out for basketball. Yeah. That wasn't his niche.
That's his thing.
That's not his thing. He didn't grow up in the basketball, right?
No.
But he wanted to try. So he tried out.
Good.
But there's other cats in there that are just
Live and breathe it, man.
live and breathe it.
Man.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, he did that, pick him up from school. Hey, how did tryouts go? He was all down about it. He was all beat up about it. And I was like, we'll find something else, But they didn't offer. This is him in middle school. Now he's in the ninth grade campus. The school offers wrestling. Right?
Likes that shit.
Oh, man. Dude, he's... let's put it this way. He gets in there. I ask him. He didn't even tell me he was in wrestling.
Yeah.
Didn't even tell me.
Is he slippery? Like, is he
Like,
squirrely?
his mother told me
That he was good?
that, hey, sends me an email. Me and his mom, we're not together.
Mm-hmm.
But sends me an email. Hey, he needs this, this, and this.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Supplies.
Supplies. Yeah, he needs
Stock
supplies.
Up. He stock up.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean he's in wrestling? Proud Papa, right?
Yeah.
So he gets in there, does his thing, and it's the stuff that we actually do when we train,
Shit.
So Caden gets the upper hand because he grew up in it, like you said. Like,
he's in the game already.
He's already in the game. He's
Yeah.
already been in the mix. Like, they're doing these drills, and he's like, oh, I know how to do this.
Yeah.
I know how to do that.
That's cool, man.
So that goes back to the upper hand,
Mm-hmm.
gives them a little confidence boost because now they're looking at him and being like, oh, well, then get with Caden because he's going to show you how to do this.
He knows the ropes and shit. Yeah. No, that's cool, man. That's
Like,
I'm glad he's finding his way on that, man. I'm glad. That's cool, man. Like I said,
proud Papa moment.
Oh, shit, yeah.
But
sure.
it's not football. It's not
No,
baseball.
no.
It's not your core.
Nah, this core three.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know that the three, man, is the baseball is nuts, man. I was funny you were saying that about the schools and shit, the high schools and whatnot. I know that there's a school out there, and it's called Melissa High School, and it's a $35 million facility. It's got an indoor stadium, where they practice indoors, and an actual massive stadium, and then the school is just got this gym that's like an NFL kind of gym, dude. It's insane with the money that pumps into.
But that goes back to what we were talking about last episode. Was Johnny Football, dude? Like he built that town, dude.
Fuck yeah, he did, man. I mean, like him or not, he did, man. Like if you don't like him,
and he's not even.
Yeah,
he's not even doing it.
No, I recently saw an interview with him the other day, and he was just like, man, the interviewer was asking him, like, what do you want to do? He's like, man, I don't know what I want to do. He goes, I know it's shitty to say this, but I don't know what direction I'm gonna go. I know I'm older.
Real estate.
He's like, I don't know what direction I'm having a good time with my buddies. He goes, I just want to have a good time. He goes, I'm not really thinking about that. He goes, just so you to fucking close the door. He's like, I'm not doing football no more. I'm not having anything. It's not my passion anymore. I don't find it interesting anymore. I'm gonna do something else. It's just weird how
I can't even look at Kyle Stadium the same anymore because of what you told me.
Oh yeah. What they were making off of him and shit.
Yeah, bro, that's like
money, dude. That's a huge. It's just like he was a cash cow, man. And I get it. That's business. I get it. But like I said, that's why they give these cats money now. I think they're paying these guys now. I think they're giving them some kind of.
Well, they're like, if you look at the uniforms, the uniforms are sponsored by Nike or sponsored by Reebok. So
Jordan, I think Jordan sponsors the North Carolina team and shit.
North Carolina basketball team, the whole team gets Jordans.
Yeah, it's a you're getting suited up, man. That's some cool shit, man.
Yeah, and that probably goes back to, like you said, as like fucking Johnny Football over there. Like he kind of opened that door.
He set the trend, man. He got it going, man.
The forbidden door, right?
Forbidden fruit, huh?
Because you weren't supposed to do that.
No, dude, you weren't supposed to know about that kind of shit, man. You weren't supposed to know you could do that. Yeah, man. Like I said, that was interesting. Like I said, Hard Knocks thing. I always loved that. I always loved the behind the scenes stuff. That was always my shit, man. I always enjoyed those kind of programs, those documentaries and whatnot. All right, man. Made it back. Made it back from the John break. Yeah. What's his name? Fucking AI, huh? Hillary.
No, he said like this. What?
He's froze, man. He was frozen, man. Sub-Zero got him, man.
So did they ever figure out why he froze?
No, I think he's just an antique.
He's an antique?
He's just getting old, man.
Fucking Tin Man or what?
Oil him up, dude. Squeak him up real quick.
God.
Speaking of that, politics, the funny shit, dude. When it was just funny. Again, I don't give a fuck about politics. It's just funny to see these. I was watching all these videos pop up, and all this bullshit on X, not Twitter, X.
I don't like that.
You don't like X?
Because every time I look at my app, I think I have porno on my phone.
They got porn. They got that. Porn always give you that black little trashy bag, like a little black bag when they give you little porn books.
Yeah, man. So you can't see what the hell's going on in the bag.
Little fucking dirty movies and shit, Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So I was reading shit on Twitter, reading articles and whatnot, and then I came across this one with when Trump got indicted over there in was it Atlanta? I think it was Atlanta.
Did you see his mugshot?
Oh, it was good, dude.
He was
classic.
mean mugging.
Dude, he was good, man. It was a good one. He was like that. He was like that. He was like looking up and shit. He was like looking up. It was good. He was
trying to get that John Gotti mugshot.
That iconic one. And he was, so whatever it was, he had to go do that mugshot. And I guess he had to go through a more urban area. Dude, there was, the streets were lined in the neighborhood, in the hood. They were lined up and they were just like, yeah, they were like getting Trump and shit. They were all into it, man, taking video of him, and they didn't want nobody wants that footage to get out because they don't want you to see that's real America. Real America likes him. I don't either way. I'm on left or right. I don't give a shit. But it's just because the black people were going crazy for him, man. They were just loving him, man. They were in the streets, like, hopping in the roads and shit, trying to because the motorcade goes through the motorcade was going through to the neighborhood. Man, they were just loving him, man. They were hollering for him and shit. It was cool. It's cool to see that yeah, it's not what the way they portray it on the news that everybody hates him. People
the way
do
the
like
media
him.
betrays him.
People like him, dude. People love that cat, And I get it, man. Like I said, that new Indian cat, Vivek, he's got that same kind of charisma and stuff. But I like I said, I don't do politics, but with what I hear and stuff, he's got his own skeletons in his closet. But he does have a big personality. And if looking at that stage that was up there that last week I saw. He's the cat that stood out, but I think in the end, I think Trump will be the one going against, I guess, Biden. I'm guessing they'll go at it again for another round. And
you think so?
I think so.
You know what I want to see? If I was a promoter, I mean, if I was,
it's promoting. It's a show. It's a show.
If I was, if I was booking the match, what I would do.
What's that?
Pence.
Oh, he's a nightmare, dude. That guy's a nightmare.
No, if we did Trump versus Pence,
it'd be a nightmare.
Bro.
Those guys hate each other. I mean,
exactly.
He didn't have his back, man. That's what they were saying. That's what people were saying.
Yeah, I put it in the books.
Yeah,
book it,
book it, man. But I don't know. I just don't know what's gonna happen, man. It's gonna be 2024 is gonna be interesting, man. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen, man. It's nobody knows, man. Like I said, it's gonna be it's a mystery, and but yeah, it was just cool to see. The hood, man, they love him. They're all about it, man. They love the mug shot. They loved it, man. He was killing it, man. He was. Then we were talking about baseball. There's I forget where it's at, but there's this baseball stadium that has like an Airbnb in it, so you can sleep
in
the Airbnb part. It's like a locker room.
Oh my god!
It's got like bunk beds and shit.
Does it smell like sweaty socks?
Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's just what people come up with. People are creative as shit, man. They come up with some stuff, dude, to do. To make it, and dude, did you know there's a rice shortage? I didn't know that there's a rice shortage right now. I had no clue.
No comment.
I had no clue, man. Rice shortage.
No comment.
They're buying, and I think I saw.
Oh God, my sense of humor. I gotta keep it like.
Yeah, no, it's there's a lot of shit between the shortage and there's a lot of stuff in there, but there's a lot of material in there. But
damn, that's why.
But no, I just
extra.
Yeah, but dude, there was some kind of shortage, and there was like people were buying it. They were at Costco and shit, buying it by the fucking truckloads and shit. Like I don't know. I guess India stopped exporting or whatever. I don't know. There's a big thing, but it was just funny to see these people fucking. It's just like the toilet scare of 2020. This toilet scare when people were buying toilet paper and fucking what was it? the fucking the hand sanitizers are bullshit, dude. It's another scare like that.
Bro,
Oh, and are
golly.
you ready for the next round of the COVID shit they got? The next variant coming up. The next thing coming up, dude. There's another one coming around, man. So you ready for it, man? Like I said,
Yeah, they said they found one of the labs in Houston, huh?
is that what they said?
Yeah, where they make it.
Oh no shit. Or it's a
Yeah,
what you call it, petri dish?
Yeah, they
The
said they
petri?
found a lab
Okay.
in Hood, Houston, where they actually make the stuff.
They're gonna capitalize it, Paul Wall and shit.
Yep.
Capitalize on this, but
Bro, I know you say this.
Mhm.
I know you. Oh my god, dude.
Said.
Mattress Mack.
Oh, you see him in the cars?
Yeah,
I saw it
golly,
on social media.
dude. Like,
They're going all out with him, man. They're trying to string him up, man. He's got a couple of years left in him, dude. He looks like a worn out mattress now,
Why?
dude. He's terrible, dude. I mean,
dude,
he's a nice enough guy, man. But I've met him in person. I've talked to him a couple of times, dude. And he's kind of
me and him share the
man.
same birthday.
Oh, yeah?
Because I've talked to him also,
yeah,
like you said.
he's a character.
I want to see, try to see if I can get some furniture on my birthday.
try to get a
discount.
see,
Be like,
shit's always-
Mattress, hey, Zuko, we share the same birthday.
dude,
But like, dude,
put it on
he
back order.
is on. He's like, I guess he's a Houston
Yeah.
icon.
Like, did you ever hear of like one guy? He's supposed to be like an icon too, as well as that Santa Claus, but he's Pachico Claus or whatever.
Oh,
you
Pancho
seen it?
Claus.
Pancho Claus. There you go. Yeah, and that's supposed to be he's like icon too down there, like that, like in that same kind of realm of thing. But yeah, Mattress Mack, man. I saw him rolling around those cars, man. They had him
dude,
swinging and banging, man.
Dude, he is so hip hop, bro. Like, why is Mattress Mack so hip hop?
He's big, man. He's huge.
Like, it's crazy. Like, I just look at him and I'm like, what are you doing to this old man? Like,
I mean, I know he's.
don't get this old
Can you
man
imagine?
jammed
Can
up.
you imagine the parade and shit they're gonna do when the day that he passes away or he goes on? You know, the town's gonna go crazy, man. Because he's like you said, he's a Houston icon, so town's gonna go nuts,
dude,
man.
I got mad respect for him, man. He brought WrestleMania to us twice.
No, he did. No, I as far as a businessman, dude, killing it, man. He does it. I remember. I mean, he went to any lengths. You talking about going viral? He was the guy going viral and going and doing all that fucking shit on commercials with them dressing up as a mattress and no back order slips. He did all that shit before. He was a content creator before that shit. Like when he was
said,
making
no
commercials.
more back order
That
slips.
was the shit he came up with, man. Like that's genius, man. Like he's thinking outside the box, man, and that made him to where he's at now. Like I said, much respect to him, man. But I just
Didn't he try to fight somebody and they had his back?
yeah, I think it was when I get they were in last year's World Series or whatever. People were talking shit to him or something like that, and he was. But yeah, he wasn't backing down, man. He wasn't taking no. He wasn't gonna say. He wasn't taking no back seat, man. He was
Mattress
gonna,
Mack,
yeah,
bro.
dude. But I saw him doing that in the cars and shit, and he was he's out there in
I
the lowriders.
can't
and whatnot.
watch that, dude. I can't.
Too cringy or what? Too
Dude, not Mattress Mack, bro.
he's easy. Gotta keep him wholesome, huh? I know the guy's always at the damn counter. When you go into fucking gallery furniture, he's always at the damn counter.
Because he's trying to save you money,
Oh
bro.
yeah, he's trying, but he ain't. That motherfucker's a high dollar shit. I mean, it's worth it. I mean, it's good quality shit, but I'm saying it's just high dollars. Fuck, man.
The way did I ever tell you me being the conspiracy theorist that I am?
For sure.
You've been into the gallery furniture, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's huge as shit.
So next time you're in there,
Yeah.
scope the place. Like, look at it. Look at how it's set up.
It's too clean.
No,
Oh.
it is set up like a casino.
Oh, no windows and shit. No windows, no clocks.
It's set up like a casino.
That way you get lost and you don't
Like
leave.
next time you'll be like, you know what? A row of slot machines would look really good right there and there.
Dude, it's a big. The last time I went it's been a while, but dude, the last time I went there, dude, it's a spread in there, man. He's got it all set up, man, and it's.
Think of blackjack tables and slot machines. And
I mean, you walk in
roulette
there.
table over there. Next time you're in there, dude, look at it.
When I walked in there, dude, they're on you like that. Boom, they're on you. What do you need? And then couch. What do you need? And then they're on
You can
your
get it
ass.
same day.
Yeah, they don't fuck around, dude.
No more back order slips.
No back order slips.
You
man.
got it in stock.
Yeah, he's always got it in stock, dude. The last thing I was gonna tell you guys was about it's an old article and shit or story or whatever. But that thing with the fruit, the droids picking the fruit, man, picking the grapes and the peaches and the apples and shit. It's droid, like not droids. I keep saying droids, drones, and they're connected to this this machine, and they're all by cables and shit, and they can look at the fruit and they can look at it and it tells it this one's too ripe, this one's too rotten. This is toss it. It's just it can read all that shit, man. It's just like it was it just blew me away that's how crazy. That's how it's gonna put people all kinds of motherfuckers out of jail, man. I had a job,
It's just taking the brown man's job away now, man.
But they said
Golly.
they said they would keep it to where we could coexist with you. The robot needs you to coexist with him because he's gonna need you to do like paperwork and shit like that. He'll need you to fill out paper. Yeah, that's what he said. We still gotta work side by side with the human. That's what the article was saying because I think it was from the first ones they did was in I think it was China. I can't remember where they were.
Damn droid's gonna be covered in graffiti.
Yeah, no shit. Just like Johnny Five was in. Johnny Five was in Short Circuit 2. He made him an essay real quick, man. They spray painted him up and shit. That was funny as fuck. But yeah, man, it's a lot of shit going on. Like I said, we've been missing in action for a while. We hadn't seen each other in a couple of weeks, so it's just trying to get back into the rhythm of things and back into the show and stuff. Because just like with work, and getting both of our ways, we both have work and living lives and shit, and so it's hard to get back on track here. But we're trying to get back on it, man. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed episode 74. I hope so. I like how we did. It was a quick turnaround. It was cool, man. Like I said again, thanks Angel for gonna put in the work and for putting in the work and getting the quick turnaround on that one. And yeah, man, it's been a good time, man. 76 next week, man. Episode 76. If we're all healthy and we don't lose nobody, I'm talking about on TV. That is,
man.
I'm excited.
Dude.
We might lose Mattress Mack because we brought him up, so we might lose him. Either that or whoever else we talked about. I can't remember who else we talked about, but Mattress Mack might lose that one because we have a weird way about saying the person's name and we lose them.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah. Anything else, Vinnie? You got something else, Vinnie, or not?
Because you don't miss.
We don't miss, dude. We don't miss, man. We talk about this shit. We don't miss, man. It's scary, man. I don't like it. Yeah, man.
Hey, like all I have is tell a friend.
Oh yeah.
Share, like, and subscribe.
Sure.
Hopefully one of these days here.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
And, hey, follow me. Big Bad Vinnie Zuko. If you want to see me in action, come holler. Any questions, comments?
Yeah, man.
Maybe concerns. I don't want to hear the concerns,
no,
but
no. You can keep those.
There are snide remarks. I don't want to hear those either.
Yeah, and keep those too.
You can keep
Yeah. We just want to hear good shit about it. We need positive reinforcement over here, man.
But thank you guys for everything.
Hell yeah, dude. It's been a good time, man. What is this? We're episode 5? All right, 75, 76 coming soon. Stay tuned, guys. Thank y'all.
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.